And welcome back
Well,
to the Underdog Jets podcast. Wayne Chrebet is here, the family man. I don't know if he was just talking to his dog or kid there. I can't tell. Who was that, Wayne?
kid,
Okay.
kids, trying to keep the dog quiet. Yeah, weird day. All these expectations for the last couple of months since we signed Aaron. What did you see the first day of the Aaron Rodgers era?
Well, number one, it was too hot today. I mean, my God, the sun wasn't even out. I'm crying like a baby. It was just so humid. It felt like I was at a water park all day.
Right.
But it was a short session. It wasn't full 2 hours. I don't
Yeah.
think. In terms of us being there, it was an hour and a half, maybe a little bit under, not full pads. What you'd expect for the first day.
Right.
But the tempo was good. The contact was pretty good for not being full pads. Rodgers wasn't spectacular, but he didn't have to be spectacular. On the first day of camp, you're not going to be going balls to the wall full tilt. So there weren't many opportunities to be spectacular.
Yeah.
But just seeing teams and 7-on-7s, my God, what he does to elevate an already talented roster, people, it's obvious and people realize he really elevates it, but I don't think it's appreciated yet.
No, listen. As far as time with the Heat, hour and a half to as long as you're efficient, coaches see what they want to get. You know what I mean? It's the first day. You don't need any polls or anything like that. But it's just amazing the negativity already towards the team, and it's gonna be funny when they go 7-10. I'm like, oh my god, people, just chill for a second. As far as the Heat, yeah, we used to do 2 a days. They don't even do that anymore. But my son showed me a post. There is a team, a Division 3 school. Come on, dude. There's a Division 3 school that has put in a black AstroTurf.
Oh,
The whole field is black, and I'm like, do you know how hot that's going to be in August and September? And they're actually my son's team's actually playing there, but that's the heat you don't want
oh,
to know. But listen, if hour and a half's good, that's all they need. Be patient. You'll see progress.
that's
It's all black. End zone's black. Field's black.
college football, right? So I just did a quick search. I got SUNY Morrisville
Yeah.
football.
You see the
That's it.
field? Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, oh my God, that is absurd.
Yeah.
We had a
Well,
black track in high school,
yeah.
and I actually liked it because it was different, but they
Yeah.
changed it to red after I left, and it makes sense
Yeah.
because how do you do that?
Nah,
Honestly.
the heat's bad. I'm looking at the comments already. AC, love this pod. Win will always be my favorite jet. I appreciate it. Talking about Curtis Martin. Yeah, love Rick and Nick also. How about the Revis and Klecko
Yeah,
Hall of
we haven't
Fame?
been
You
on
went
since
onto
then,
that?
right?
Yeah,
What's your read on that? I mean, I didn't really look at it too in depth. Revis and Klecko, obviously, it's going to be a big story. They're going into the Hall together, the Hall of Fame game against Cleveland. Everything should be all good by the time we get there, but that was an interesting thing. I don't know.
yeah. So, yeah, it'll be fun. But like I said, as far as today, I'm going to the practice Saturday. So if anybody's out there Saturday, me and Lavernius will be signing autographs right before practice. Come out and see us. But the anticipation is there. Like I said, everyone's been waiting, and I'm already prepared. Even you said it, man. Zach Wilson looks good. He's making throws. Listen, there's gonna be days that Aaron goes light or gets some time off, and Zach's gonna look good. But you gotta remember, he's a top 5 pick. Can still throw the ball and has no pressure in the world on him. So
Yeah,
I know that's gonna come saying, "Oh, Zach looks really good." But for anybody that saw this or the highlights today, I promise you, this was a great first practice.
it was. It was. And really quickly, the Revis Klecko thing, I wouldn't worry about that too much as a Jet fan. But then this happened. Did you see this? Revis was getting involved with Sauce going against who was the corner? He was Asante Samuel.
Yeah,
And these DBs are going back and forth. But the takeaway I take away from it is Sauce was so mature in this thing, and
yeah,
his mindset. I forgot what it was, but he said something about something that made me say, "Oh my god, this guy has the right mindset. He is humble. He's looking towards the future." And here's Asante's first tweet: "The New York media will take your career to another level."
Oh, I
I don't
guess
know
they
what
took
the
my career to another level. I don't care. Listen, he handled it right. Asante, I played against him. That's what I think. Listen,
Yes.
to be ranked that high and all pro and all this thing and take it in stride, and he's saying all the right things, but he said basically like DJ, it's like leave the guy alone. I mean, he's
Yeah.
been in the league 1 year.
Yep.
Why are you messing with this kid? You know what I mean? What's the purpose of bad mouthing Solas at this point? He hasn't done anything. He's not the biggest like pound his chest kind of thing. He's not that guy, man. I'll stick up for Sauce right now.
Yeah, me
Um,
too.
just the way he handled it. But like, you know what are they doing that? They're threatened. They're threatened by how good he is and how good he's going to be. And some of the older guys just cannot handle that. They can't
Yeah.
handle it. I've
No.
seen it when I played. So
And
what you try to do is, pull him down so you could push yourself. You know what I mean? And he's not falling for it.
he's
What is
not.
this? This is
And
Asante?
see, Sauce is doing it in an era where it's impossible to do it. That's
Yeah.
what blows these guys' minds up. And Revis and Sauce are they're identical on the field in a lot of ways, but opposite off the field. Sauce ended with, "Hey, DBs, why is everyone fighting? There's enough to go around for all of us." In a
Listen,
bring everyone together type way. Revis just goes right at it.
here's the thing about Asante Samuel. Not to start anything, but he played, for New England. How many years did he play for New England? Most of his career, right?
Yeah, 6, 7 years probably, I would guess.
All he did, Sauce is out there one on one versus the top guys. Revis was out there one on one, took that third of the field, that half of the field, shut it down. Sante Samuel played cover two. They had a great pass rush, and he would just sit there and just trail and fall back and intercept like flag routes from slot receivers and out by slot receivers. He didn't even cover the guy on the outside. He just baited and took. That's all he did. He didn't play
Yeah,
man. He is nothing, couldn't hold a candle to Sauce or Rivas. So
yeah.
he's just a hater trying to get some likes and clicks on his social media.
Agreed. Agreed.
Yeah.
He was a cog in Belichick's wheel,
Yeah.
whereas Revis and Sauce, the game plan is built around those guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
That
so
pisses me off. Go ahead.
yeah, camp. Let's
Dude, you see how about the double decker? It said Marvin Gunn said how to get tickets for practice sold out in 3 minutes. Yeah, they
yeah.
built like a double decker stadium.
Oh, I didn't see this. I was there
Yeah,
today. I didn't even see it.
no, on the sideline there's like 2-level bleachers they put in with a over thing.
Yeah, I don't
I saw
doubt
it. I
it.
saw it on the thing. Yeah,
Wow, I didn't even notice it. You know why? Because we were on the other field.
yeah,
It's probably on the other field closer to the building.
yeah.
Um,
So yeah, they're building it up, man. They're the Johnsons are doing whatever they can to cater to the fans and have them closer, and there's the overhang so they're not baking. Man, listen, if I was a free agent and I knew nothing about the Jets history, and I came to Florham Park and took the tour, I'd be like, hey, I want to be here. Where we're at Hofstra, people walk in and be like, this is like worse than high school. It was
yes.
so old, there wasn't nothing to it. But like you walk in Florham Park, man, they're doing everything they can to like reward the fans and like get these free agents to come.
It's
Somebody
true.
said, "What?
Yeah, good. Go ahead.
Ryder Talanta Asante is going to come after you now, Wayne. LOL." Listen, I didn't say he was a bad corner. I'm just saying, he's not as good as Rivas, even close, and Sauce is that guy, and he's going to be that guy. So you don't see me going on here and just picking off, the slot receivers of today saying, they're nothing like me. I was the guy. I've never said that. I let people say it. So if people can't take criticism,
Hmm.
that's fine. He's the one who went out of his way to make the comment.
Is he even in the
Yeah,
media?
I don't know. I don't know what started that, but
Yeah,
uh,
I don't either. Honestly, I didn't pay close enough attention. Sauce, the way he handled it,
yeah,
it
Sauce is acting like it though. Sambo dropped the biggest INT of his career in the Super Bowl.
yes, he did.
His legacy.
Yes, he did. If he makes that interception, Eli's first Super Bowl doesn't happen.
Yeah. F yeah, Wayne Singer brother. Let's go. Mims traded for conditional 6th rounder.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that a little bit.
Yeah,
What are your
you see
thoughts on
Joe
that?
Douglas. Yeah, listen, I wish the kid the best. I liked him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But he I mean, with Joe Douglas getting a pick for him, it's crazy. They were just going to cut him. I agree. Manning threw it right to him as an avid Giants hater. I remember that play. Giants would have lost on that play.
Yep, they would have 100%.
Yeah. Hard Rocks. What about the Hard Rocks? Were they all over the field today?
You know what? It was a very quiet presence. I only noticed a group of 3 or 4 individuals going around with the camera.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens tomorrow and especially Saturday, because Saturday and Sunday, everyone's gonna come out, especially Saturday.
Yeah.
Couple of house cleaning. Chuck Clark went to injured reserve officially, and with Mims getting traded away, there were 2 open spots. So Jets signed receiver Alex Erickson, who used to play for Cincy for about 5 or 6 years. He's 30 years old, and safety Dane Cruikshank. I've never heard of that guy before. We're gonna have to do a little digging on those 2.
Hey, listen, these guys that Joe and Coach Sal have been picking up. Some of these guys have contributed. So you do not just look at these guys as like line fillers. Is what I'm saying.
What is this? Where are Blewett and Kyle? Thought they were supposed to have a show before camp. Well, I'll talk to them. I mean, I'm sure they don't they usually do Thursday? This is another JetX show, Wayne. I thought
Yeah.
they did Thursday, but we'll talk to them, Legend Killer.
All right, Mark Rockwell, will you guys be doing another virtual meet and greet with Wayne this year? I just started
Yes.
subscribing early this summer. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, we're gonna do a ton of stuff this year. We're getting better as we go. So I like doing that stuff. I like, we used to tape the shows because I had shitty Wi-Fi. Now we could do it. And these live ones, we talk about what we see and what we feel, but I like answering questions and hear what people want to know about. I'm not going to go on about my career and how great it was in 1990. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not what it's about. Let me give you the my feeling of being in the locker room and on the field and everything. And Robby will give you the X's and O's and what he's seeing. I think it's a good combination of what we have to offer.
Yeah, let's get into little camp notes while you pay attention to the comments.
All right, here, AC. Looks like
Yep.
it got leaked that the 80s uniform is going to be the throwbacks.
Yes.
Did I read that the intern that showed that picture got fired?
I don't know if he or she got fired, but the leaker, I did hear that the leaker, whoever posted it on Twitter, deleted the account.
Well, too late. Tony took a snap. Listen, it's the 80s one. I wore those old Kelly Green
I love those
helmets,
uniforms.
man.
I love them.
I still have my, my rookie one, displayed and stuff like that. And then I have the newer one and stuff. That's what I remember growing up.
Yeah, these are and I don't want to be a downer, but I just don't like the current ones. I just don't.
For chat, who remembers? I mean, I'm 50, so back, when we were young, in the 80s, who remembers the TV guide and they'd have a box with the Jets helmet, and who they were playing, and then be a box, Giants, and it'd be the helmet. That's the helmet I remember looking at the TV guide and seeing, that when I see that helmet, man, it brings me back. It brings me so far back, and then to wear that's the Jets to me.
Yeah, and I love the white helmets too. Love them. But I could take either way. And can you see this picture, Wayne?
Yeah.
This is the picture, and it looks, without the color, it looks like, what is this, Titans? Maybe it's the blue Titans, but no, that's the 80s Jets.
It's green and it's like but it's the small the smaller letters, much thinner. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yep.
Yeah, it's just that font. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah,
It's the '80s Jets, and a modernized. That's what I thought they were going to do with their new uniforms. A modernized look of the '80s uniforms.
yeah, mate, it's good. You don't have to wear them every game.
Hmm.
Uh,
And I don't want to trash the current uniforms too much. I'm not in love with them, but I do like the white tops with black pants. I do like
yeah.
that look.
All right. Does Brees start game one, and do we get Cook? What do you
Mm.
think?
Well, Brees, he didn't participate today. When you're at camp, when you're at practice, you got positionals, and you come together for teams, and then you got the rehab area, and that's where Brees was for all the day. So he didn't participate in teams. I think he will be ready for week one, but I think they're going to take it as slow as possible, which means
And
Michael Carter, Izzy, and Knight get a lot of the touches.
will they go after Cook or?
I think, you know what? I didn't think the Jets would be the favorite initially because he's from Miami. But at this point, I would say the Jets are the favorite.
Yeah.
It's a close call, but I think he's the favorite, and I think they would and are looking into doing it. It's just a matter of 1 year cost effective. Will he sign for that?
This is what happens. I told you, these guys who want a shot at a ring are going to
Yeah.
follow Aaron Rodgers. And for, 50, 60 cents on the dollar, this is what they do in New England. They'll come in and try to do it. And if they'll go year by year with it. Sneakers, boots, when do the pads go on for training camp? I will be there Sunday. I don't know how it is
Um,
now, but
yeah,
back in the day, it was pretty quick.
very quick. First day, really. I mean, uh,
Yeah.
I've known the 2 days to be the first day, pads, both sessions, but I would guess Saturday.
Yeah. So people know it's called thud. It's basically, wrap up ball
No
carriers.
ground.
Don't take them to the ground, but thud, give them a shot, let them keep running. Don't hold them, let them run another
Right.
10, 20 yards. The only time we first went full contact is the first time we go goal line, which is probably the second, third, and that is full
Right.
go to the ground.
Yeah, there's
Uh,
different variations, right? There's just
there's
helmets.
shells. Yeah.
There's just helmets where there's no contact at all. There's just shells, there's just tops where it's thud, and then there's full.
Someone asked me if I still have my number 3 uh, preseason
Jersey.
jersey. Yeah, I still have it. I know people have tried to remake them, but I got the only one.
Yeah, I
Uh,
respect the rare fan. There's a lot of 80 jerseys at MetLife on Sunday, but when I see that rare Chrebet 3 jersey, you
yeah,
got to customize it, obviously. But
yeah. You don't have the real one. And
no.
then my son wears my real number 3 Hofstra one from
Mm.
back in the day. People love that.
Home or white, blue or white?
Both, but the blue
Both.
one. Yeah, the blue one. Let's see, Mitchell Ness.
Yeah,
But
Mitchell and S. Solid, cheap jerseys.
who's the best DB? Guapo, I think. Hey Wayne, one more question. Who's the best DB you faced? The guys you hated going against. It's interesting. I was looking at like the top 10 DBs and stuff like that, and
Mhm.
the majority of them I played against. But then you got guys like Night Train Lane, stuff like that.
Mhm.
But I was looking at old games. When we played Oakland, Rod Woodson and Charles Woodson out there, that was tough, man. When they were
Yeah.
together in Oakland, but Charles Woodson, he was something.
He would get away with mugging jet
Yeah.
receivers.
So Charles was awesome. Rod was at the end of his career, but he was really good in the slot. And I always say Ty Law.
Yeah, Ty Law too. How
People don't
about
realize that
I
I
would say
played a lot.
Sam Madison, but he was never up against you.
No, I played a lot of outside receiver when just 2 receiver personnel. So people don't realize I went against Ty a lot.
Yes.
Um,
But
I
Sam was a little later.
I think me and Lavernius lit up Sam and Surtain
Certain,
more
yeah.
than they got us. We just
I agree.
like LC's first touchdown was that we took it away from Sam in the Monday Night
Monday
Miracle.
Night Mar No, that was his first touchdown?
Yeah, and
Wow, I didn't realize that.
yeah, me and Surtain had some battles. Antoine Winfield, like this crazy. Surtain's son's playing Winfield Suns playing. That's
Yeah.
how old we feel. But those guys were good. I wasn't afraid to go against any of them, but some got you some days. But for the most part, I liked facing the best guys because when you have a success versus them, it feels better.
Let's go with this one. How many tight ends do we keep? It's a tough call, man, because they're taking it slow with both Conklin and Uzama. So Rucker and Kuntz, and that's how you pronounce it, folks. Kuntz is they have a big opportunity in front of them. So I would guess four. I would guess four, and Yaboa and a few others on the outside looking. It all depends on the practice squad because the practice squad is so flexible. It could be either three or four, and you could sneak someone into the practice squad, but they're pretty deep there.
Third, third, fourth, third, fourth of this, the fourth, fifth of this. Who can play special teams?
Yeah,
Whoever can, if Ruckert or Yabo, if these guys can play special teams,
yeah. And they got
then
Bowden too. Don't forget,
yeah,
if
they
you have
got
a
a better
fullback on the
team.
roster, that's one less spot.
Yeah.
Where are you on Corey Davis when he was great in Tennessee, then bad injured in New York, but
I
also had
don't.
Zach Wilson throwing to him?
The weird thing is, I'm not saying I didn't realize he was on the team, but I haven't heard his name
All right, under the
all off
radar.
season. It's about Zara coming in and Elijah getting traded and a lot of mostly Garrett Wilson, which it should be, but maybe Corey Davis is the wild card. And listen, he drops some some easy ones sometimes, and sometimes those easy ones are like the ones you don't concentrate on. But he makes some tremendous catches, like one hand diving, this and that when he needs to. I think if you can feed him any spot on the field, that even into the red zone and goal line. So maybe he's that guy. He doesn't have the pressure on him. You know what I mean? Most of the pressure is on Garrett and Lazard. They give him a big,
Mhm.
big
And
chip.
he's
Big
got
check.
he's got to start at the simplest thing: stay healthy. He's missed
Yeah,
too many games the last 2 years.
yeah.
This is Rivka, one of our editors at JetX. Do you think the Jets really plan to roll with Amos and Whitehead at the safeties, or do you think Tony Adams will win the free safety job? I think they really love Adams. Amos, they need that range back there. They need a guy who could go east west. They're planning on Amos and Whitehead right now, but they love Adams. So I think they're secretly hoping Adams could win the job. They feel like they can get away with it because you don't have to play too deep a lot with this defense because Reed and
Right.
Sauce could bail technique, take deep thirds, you go quarters. So it's not that defense where you have to have. It would be nice, but you don't have to have that traditional free safety.
Well, I said Whitehead, man. When he was in Tampa, he's bringing it, man. And I
Yeah,
think he was
yes.
mic'd up one time. When they got him, I love him.
Hmm.
I love him. Like, if he can
He's a
roam
leader too.
around, yeah, he's good.
Couple couple camp notes here. Wilson, he showed some solid things today. Also, some troubling things. One play, he just read the defense perfectly. It's kind of elementary in nature, but he did it so quickly. Where in the past he would hesitate. Saw it was one safety, no too deep, and just fired it down the sideline, overshot the guy. But good read. The DBs are still the best position on the team. Amos is wearing number 0. That's going to be weird, having a player wear number 0. And then
Yeah.
Becton, you see this Becton's going with Becton Senior on the back of his jersey.
I wonder if I would have done junior, Chrebet Junior. I'm a junior.
Oh, you're a junior. I didn't realize
Yeah.
that. Now, what's the difference between a junior and the second? Is it middle name? You have to have the same middle name
Junior,
too?
you're a second. You're a second if you're a junior.
Oh, it's the same thing?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Let's edit that
Seniors,
part out.
it's my dad. Is the original Wayne Chrebet.
The original.
Yeah.
Hardman, by the way, speaking of Corey Davis, Hardman, I don't want to get into packages or where he's playing, but Hardman is going to be entrenched in this offense.
I saw highlights. I'm on social media a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Hardman as a returner, punt return, kickoff return. This dude he's something. Like, listen, I
Yeah.
like Braxton and what he did, and all pro that 1 year, but last year obviously took a step back. This is an improvement, a different kind of player with jet sweeps, but he can get down the field. They didn't give Braxton many opportunities, which was a shame. But Hardman's he's fast, man. He's definitely a weapon that you have to put some packages in for.
Yeah. He's going to be fully involved today.
All right, Legend Killer. What
Yep.
what are realistic expectations for Jets this year? Playoffs, AFC East, more, less? I'll go first. Listen,
Go for it.
all the years I always say, I hope, it's going to be a better year, this and that. And it has been some years, but looking at last year, the way we started and how it ended, obviously we know what the weak spot on the team was the quarterback play. If you just take that same defense, healthier, and put that quarterback in with those weapons and a better line, how could we not get better? I think we got a better OC. Special teams guys. Where if we're healthy, how we not compete? We're a playoff team. I'm going to say that. How we not in the AFC East talk and going for a championship? I don't. I'm a fan. Jet fan and Jet player, but it makes no sense to think that it's not going to be a playoff year competing for a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree. I mean, the only way you would not think that is just, thinking with your heart and your frustration from over the years. Because I'm sorry. If you win 7 games with the league worst quarterback play, that's something. Like, league worst quarterback play means you're in the basement. You're
Yeah.
winning 3 or 4 games. And to be 5-2 and 6-3, 7-4, that's absurd. So very rarely does this situation happen where a young, talented roster is in dire need of a quarterback, and Rodgers was smart enough to realize this. They have every opportunity to compete in the AFC.
Think about this. All this happened, and I think we were 30th in run blocking and 20th in pass blocking. We did all this and lost Brees Hall, who might have been the offensive rookie in the year or 1-2 with Garrett.
Mm-hmm.
And Vera Tucker, our best, most flexible, lineman. And Vera Tucker, you can move around. You know what I mean? It's like you bring in Tippmann, you bring in this guy, that guy, and they re-sign Quinnen and some other guys in the draft. Listen, I'm a homer, but you could call me out on
homer.
it, but seriously.
Yeah, you're a smart homer. I mean, AVT is the heart and soul of this team as a leader. I mean, him and Brees going down at the same time. And by the way, for all you fantasy players, get Garrett Wilson on your team this year.
Yeah.
This man's going to have 500 catches. The way he reads defenses and how fluid he is, it's perfect for Rodgers, the way he plays.
Yeah, he's doing some special things. Trying to think someone I can compare him to. I guess look, my dog. I'm thinking Laverne is the kind of player. Hey,
that's his mugshot right there.
Yeah, I mean, kind of like Laverne out there, quick, different kind of guy. He's like a hybrid, you know what I mean? Inside, outside guy.
Yeah.
And he was twisting and contorting, making some of these catches.
Yeah.
Rodgers can put it right there. You're catching and running with it. You're not like, you're in stride. I played with quarterbacks that I was twisting, contorting, murder balls up high and down low. And then I played with guys who would put it right there. And there's a huge difference.
Hospital ball. There's a huge difference between hospital ball and non-hospital ball. I'll tell you that. All right, last question here from Jordan Victor. Do you think Zach can make it as a solid QB2, or do you think we should bring in a more reliable vet?
Yeah, listen, Zach has the talent. He high pick, can do things when he has confidence. He admitted he wasn't confident. He's gonna look good in camp. He's gonna look good in preseason, and that's good. That's what you want. You want him to get confidence, grasp the system, better reads, quicker reads, not panic. He's going to learn from Aaron. Just imagine if he didn't play these 2 years and he just came out and can start fresh, clean slate, sit behind Aaron for 1, 2, 3 years or whatever. And then you're going to see what Zach Wilson could be. So when he looks good, people are going to say, hey, maybe no, you're not wrong. It's just different mindset, less pressure, and he's just going to get better.
That's the key.
Yeah.
Mindset, man. Like I was next to one of the other reporters today and looking at Wilson and I said, do you remember how good he was his rookie training camp, rookie preseason? And then I looked at the stats, 2 games, 15 of 20 for like 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. He was unbelievable in that first August. He had confidence. He was like ready to conquer the world. Solid in Carolina in week 1. O-line didn't help him. And then Belichick smashed him in week 2, destroyed everything. And you can't be that fragile. But the point is, it's the mindset, as you said it. So if he could get that going, I mean, yeah, he could be easy a solid number 2.
Yeah. So all in all, like you said, it's just started. We're 1 day in, and you're gonna have people come out and give their expectations and their predictions and all that stuff, and just take everything with a grain of salt. And a lot of these people are, trying to get followers and clicks, and they're gonna say stupid shit that's gonna bother me. I'm not gonna
Don't read the comments.
It's just like some outrageous stuff, and I'm just like, form your own opinions. Don't listen to people who are so-called experts.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't listen to me. Don't listen. Just go to a practice or watch the preseason and watch the clips on social media. But if you ask me, I would be excited if I was a Jets fan.
Hell yeah! It's a fun time, man. What's happening right now isn't something that happens every year, so enjoy it.
Yeah,
enjoy it. Use discount code 80 at Jets X Factor. Going to be a lot of content behind the paywall, so become a subscriber. Blewett has film coming out. I'm going to have some good stuff being at these practices. I'll see Wayne Saturday. Who else is going to be with you Saturday? Coles, you said?
Yeah, me and LC will be there signing for the fans, kind of in like the fan zone.
Yeah.
We're going to watch practice. Check this out. What? So we're going to practice, all that stuff. We're going to the Manchester United and Arsenal soccer game at MetLife Stadium. I don't know if you knew that. That was there. No.
So, I had no idea.
My son plays soccer. I'm doing a jersey swap with like an old guy from the Arsenal soccer team, and Lavernius is doing with one of the veterans from Manchester United. We're doing a jersey swap, which I'm excited about. But I will be there Saturday, signing autographs, come by, and seeing firsthand, live what they have. So maybe we do something earlier next week to give us, give an update on what we see live the rest of this week going into next week.
Yeah, we'll plan on Monday night. I do know Messi went to a Miami team in the MLS. I do know that about soccer. That's about it, though. But,
Messi.
Yeah, we'll try
to. Ronaldo, that's all you know.
Ronaldo, I know Ronaldo too. And Pele from back in the day. I know Pele too.
Cosmos. I used to go to.
I remember the Tony Meola, the goalkeeper.
No, way before that. For any of you got people living in North Jersey, tell me your parents take you to a Cosmos game and Pele's playing.
I knew the Metro
didn't want
Stars.
to be there because you didn't like soccer, and now you look back and say, I was told the best soccer player ever in Pele in person, and I didn't enjoy it because I look back at the Cosmos, and that's how far I go back.
I was thinking of the Metro Stars. Those are my days right there.
So, but yeah, exciting stuff. And I will see everybody on Saturday at Jets camp.
All right, Jets fans. We'll catch you later.